I lived just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the church here, less than a mile down the road, and I would find myself coming by here on occasion back then. It was different. I used to be at Linden Baptist Church, I think it was, and there was a new sign on the building, and there looked to be a little bit of life in the parking lot. And I remember just being really antsy one Sunday morning, walking around upstairs in my house, and I told my wife, Rondella, I said, hey, listen, I'm gonna go check out this place around the corner here and see what that's all about. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, go check it out. And I did. I kind of slipped in the back door and sat in the very back, and I heard the worship music at the beginning, and quite honestly, I was a little bit disappointed. You know, I had there was some hype and loud music and drums, and I had kind of heard that before, and I wasn't even looking for God necessarily. I was just looking for answers into what I should do next, and I believe God drew me in that door that specific morning. After the music settled, the preacher got up and started to speak from the Bible, and it was a divine appointment that day. And I continued to come back week after week. I couldn't shake him. I just couldn't shake God. He started to follow me around. He was in my car. He was just chasing me down, and I couldn't wait to come in for the next Sunday to hear. One day I was on a run a couple months later, and on a Sunday morning after church, and about right back in front of my house after this thing, I think it was a 5-mile run or something. And it's kind of a cloudy November morning, and as I'm coming down, I live on a cul-de-sac, as I'm coming down the end of that street, just kind of looking up at the clouds, looking up at the sky a little bit, it felt like God opened up the clouds just for me. The sun shone right on my face. I felt the warmth. I had music on, and I felt God ask me, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I've revealed some things to you. I've revealed truth to you. And at that moment, I answered, I said, that's it, I'm in. My chains are gone. There are some things in my past that I just am totally ashamed of, but just freely forgiven of. And it's just a wonderful, liberating feeling to know that. And regardless of everything I've done, everything I am, everything I'm not, that God met me right where I stood that day, that He had a divine appointment with me in the back of that church that morning, and just began to reveal Himself so graciously. And at that point, I grabbed my family and never looked back.